but essentially what happened was, she goes, "You should write a movie." I said, "I don't know how to write a movie." She goes, "Well, listen, I got this friend. His name's Adam Pacon. You guys are very different, but he's in LA. He's like the best screenwriter I've ever met. You should go meet him." And I said, all right. So I go out to LA. I was still living in Chicago. And I meet Adam for coffee in Koreatown. And Adam, who you've met, is like this big gay guy. And I'm me. And I had never had a gay friend before in my life. I just haven't. And at that time, because in prison you don't, it just is what it is. You don't associate with gay people in prison unless you are gay, or else you will get violated and fucked up. So I was kind of coming out of that mentality, but I came and met Adam, and he's one of the greatest guys in the world, and he's my best friend now. But at that time, I was very wary, and Sari was very worried how I was going to react to him. And he was like, and I know Adam was very wary. Adam was like, what the f-? Because he's I cheated on my GED in the county jail, and got the teacher to cheat on the Constitution for me so I could pass. And Adam has a doctorate, you know what I mean? Right. And is a genius. Right. And so I met Adam, and I started telling him stories. And he was like, well, that's not really how 3-act structure work. And I'm like, motherfucker, this is how the movie's going to be. This is how it's got to be in this order chronologically, motherfucker. This is how it's got to go. And Adam's like, okay. He fucking starts typing and shit. And Adam's brilliant. But at that, and now Adam, what's funny is now Adam can capture voices like me in the way that I do.
Beautiful collaboration.
But at the time, though, his idea of how people like me and my friends and people that I knew spoke were just a little different. And so I'd be like, nah, man, like that's not how they talk. They're not going to say that. And so Adam was like, all right, motherfucker, you want to, he didn't call me a motherfucker, but he says, all right, Sam, here you go. Take the computer. Go ahead. So I started typing, and thanks to computer technology class in Mount Sterling, Western Correctional Center, circa 2009, I type like 80 words a minute, baby. And I was back down like smackdown on that computer, typing. And so Adam was like, okay, all right. And so then Adam gave me books to read. And I was always a big reader. And so he gave me the Screenwriter's Bible. He gave me Save the Cat. And I read these books, and I learned how to write. And I took a MFA in the school of Adam Pacon, and he taught me every single thing I know about structure and grammar and everything. And so, like, he showed me over the course of like 2 years how to write, and we wrote this movie together. And it started out initially with him writing the movie, and it ended with us completely collaborating and writing the movie. And then after we wrote this movie, we got the movie optioned, and but I'm speeding up a little bit, because what happened was I dropped your name to get the motherfucker option, because what happened was so check it out. So my buddy Corey, who's a phenomenal stunt coordinator, and he is also a director, Corey DeMeyers, won Taurus Awards, which is the Oscars for stunts, as you know, but for everybody else. And he's also a director now, and he directed a film of mine that we did and had out on the festival circuit and whatnot. And so Corey was coordinating a movie with a Chicago producer. And Corey told him, like, hey, I know a guy from Chicago who wrote a pretty dope movie. You should check it out. And he read it. And then I had this idea as I was watching the Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor fight. And I was on my way to watch that fight at a friend's house. And I had this idea that it was right after I doubled you on Widows.
Yeah.
And I called my girl, and I said, baby, I got a mother idea. She goes, what's up? I go, Jon Bernthal plays me, and I'm going to stunt double him while he plays me, and then I'm going to have a cameo at the end playing Bernthal.
Playing Bernthal as the actor.
She's like, yeah, she's like, well, that's brilliant, but how the are you going to get to Bernthal? I said,